EA Sports is proud to present today's PGA Tour coverage. Hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. We're here in the state of Nevada getting set for what should be a wonderful day of golf. Wolf Creek Golf Club is the site for the action. And Frank, this really is the definition of desert golf. It is spectacular.
The green oasis, Rich, amongst this canyon area is just something to be seen, really. It's hard to imagine you can actually build a golf course like this. Elevated tees, huge changes in elevation, and you're sort of weaving your way around this magnificent sort of topography. And to be honest, I've never really seen a golf course like this. It's just an oasis. Amazing. Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Patrick Rodgers won the Hogan Award, won the Nicklaus Award as the top collegiate player. He was the #1 ranked amateur player in the world.
Yeah, great way to start a professional career. We all know how good you have been, and we also know that he's on a predictable line for a great future.
Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank, this one is veering far to the left. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster. Instead, I see a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par. Remember, out of the rough, expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
That one is in the bunker. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Frank, what does the shot into this first green look like?
Well, it's back a little bit up the hill. Bunkers left and right, really the biggest concern. But a well-flighted shot to this 3-level green will be well rewarded.
Bit surprising, misses the green in regulation here at the par 5.
Yeah, you'd think this is one of the easier holes on the golf course. So now just trying to avoid 6.
Routine stuff here, Frank, from the bunker?
You've just got to be careful of that lip in front of him with this third shot coming up.
Did the smart thing there, Frank. Took his medicine, back out onto the fairway. Great knees, great hands in this shot.
Yeah, touch. You have to have that feel. You have something between the ball and the club face, so it's a different feel, but you also have to have imagination.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
No, sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Snedeker for par. Even par early on. Hoping to drop only one shot, this for bogey. So a drop shot right there, and now at 1 over par for the day. Just a couple of feet. Good putt, and now 1 under par. Frank, there's so many impressive holes here at Wolf Creek, but the second really stands out.
Yeah, that tee box, is it 9 stories high? It's hard to imagine you can tee up that high, and obviously trying to judge distance is one thing, but also just the visual that you get.
Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. Frank, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, certainly not down the fairway line, heading toward the rough.
Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Now the second shot here to this par 4 second.
Well, you took some yardage off that tee shot because it's playing downhill, and the second shot you might have to add a little bit on because it's going to play slightly back up the hill. Green has 3 different levels. Be very important you get the ball on the right level. That bunker on the right, if you come out of it a little bit because that second shot's slightly uphill, there could be a little bit of a problem, especially if the flag's all the way in the back.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Frank, anything you do differently from the rough in terms of your swing? Do you hinge the club a little bit more quickly?
No, normally put the ball just a little bit further back in your stance because you want the club to be going down. Down, it's got to go down through the grass, through the ball.
Patrick Rodgers, third shot. He'll need to be strong with this. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Brant Snedeker has this for par. I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace. It's hard to be critical of that.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
to 1 over par early on in this round. Nudge this one home, finish it up. Did the job right there. A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. Drops it, and he's at even par. Now on to the first of the short holes here at Wolf Creek. Uphill shot, Frank?
Yes, it's going to play a little longer because of that. Then it's 227 yards off the back tee. Hard to imagine you have a par 3 in amongst this desert. And really, that's all it is. Tee and green. There's not much in between. Well protected, as you can see, by those bunkers. And this green a little smaller than what you'd like for a hole that's around that 230-yard mark.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try.
This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. With that ball nestled down just a bit in that heavy rough.
This has no chance of finding the fairway. This is turning left.
Frank made this hole just a little bit harder hitting it into the rough.
I would say a lot harder.
Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
That is an excellent lag putt right there. Had the speed perfectly. Rodgers just wants to keep this round moving along. This is for par. That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. Not a gimme, but well within his range. That is a solid par putt. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. +1 in the early going. Back to the tee here at Wolf Creek. A lot of sand along the right side of this fairway leading up to the green, Frank.
Yeah, I can't even count how many bunkers they got down that right side. It's easy to see where not to go. So obviously you want to get that ball up on that left side. And then really it's just a short pitch across. Yeah, this hole's only 383 yards, and it won't even really play its distance. But, of course, you've got to be careful. It's not long, but fairway first once again here. You can see all the problems around there if you do miss this fairway. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Not on the fairway here. This could be a tough shot coming up next.
This is way left going left.
And that one's going to be in the rough, it looks like.
This ball never even looked like it was going down the field, like heading way right.
Birdie try up next. Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Be safely on deck.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Well, you could see he thought he had that.
It looked in the whole way until the end.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Getting set now over the putt.
That looked like it nearly got below the lip, the level of the lip there.
Can't believe that one, Frank. That was a complete horseshoe right there. This is one of the game's most talented young players, Patrick Rodgers, now for birdie. Hard putt, soft hands, beautiful putt. He has this attempt for par. One over for the day. Just trying to keep this round on track. Has that putt, stays at one over. How about this hole, Frank? Par 5, fifth.
If you stand on this tee for the first time, you've got virtually no idea where you've got to aim. Do you aim it left of those bunkers? Do you aim it over the sort of the canyon? Really, the answer is how far do you hit it, because that is going to determine the line that you hit it on. Avoid the water, that little stream, but you can always have a drink on the way if you want to, I guess. Second shot plays uphill, but this is a relatively short par 5, so very reachable. But you've got to see, you've got to flight that second shot. You want to make sure that ball's coming in nice and high to this green that's perched up. Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
Oh, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
NASA, we have a splashdown. Now on to his third shot after the last one went into the water.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Well, a bit unfortunate in the bunker, Frank.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what his bunker plays like. Well, with a good shot here, Rich. This eagle on the cards, hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage. Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Frank, what's it going to take here on this approach at the par 5?
Well, some people might actually try and bounce it in between those two bunkers and run the ball up on the green, but personally, I try and actually take a hybrid or something with a little bit more loft and try and fly the ball. Take those two bunkers out of play.
Well, in the sand, but it has been raked nicely, looking for something positive. He'll need to be strong with this. Terrific young talent, Patrick Rodgers, trying to make birdie. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important that this one goes in.
Okay, has it and stays at 1 over par. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. In the hole, and that'll bring the score to 1 under. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Workmanlike hole, he walks away with a par. Frank, here at the 6th, where are you looking to land the ball off the tee?
Got to be careful here for the longer hitters, Rich. Driver actually might be too much. That stream that we just saw at the par 5 fifth hole, it also comes across here. So something that lands short of that, which is in the vicinity of 280, 290 yards. That's the key. From there, well, you're not going to have too much more in, sort of 100.
So toweled off, dried off, and ready to go.
Yeah, let's hope this swing he hasn't still got the floaties on.
Third shot now, after the last one found the deep blue.
Yeah, you can still minimize the damage here. It's only one bad shot that you got punished for.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours. Hazard.
Maybe wet. Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You'll need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way.
Rich, that was some shot out of the rough. I really didn't think he could even get that on the green.
Well, just to get it on the green, as you say, I think is a big win. Frank, no reason here to think we're going to see anything other than another good shot.
Yeah, in a great flow, and golf like this looks easy.
Trying to limit the damage. This is for bogey. Oh, he's gonna love it.
How far was that? That was miles away. It's at sneaky distance.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Bottom of the barrel, and now to 2 under. This for par. All right, no damage done. Stays at 1 over par with that putt. Now on to the par 4 7th hole. Is this a reachable par 4, Frank?
Distance-wise, you would think so, but the designer has done something to avoid that, and that's put all this water in front of the green. It would take a mammoth tee shot, and it's something like 300 yards through the air if you're going to try and even drive this green. Is the risk worth it? Well, if you're just playing with your friends, maybe it is. Otherwise, you just lay it up just past those those bunkers on the right and the left. Get it down there on the flat. A little pitch you would think is simple, but because of the slope of this fairway, chances are you might not get a flat lie, and that's going to make that second shot that much harder.
Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
Frank, not easy to keep your eye on the target when you've just splashed down.
Yeah, but on the flip side too, one bad shot doesn't have to lead to 2.
So hit the previous shot in the water, took a drop. This now the 3rd shot.
Yeah, this is not heading in the right direction.
It looks like it's going to be in the rough.
Well, where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it. Second shot.
Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down.
This is the 2nd shot at the par 4. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Settles in over the putt. In red figures at 1 under par. Snedeker with a putt for bogey. In for bogey, now sitting at 2 over for the round. They'll take it. That's a par. Frank, this is the kind of hole you like to drop a bag of balls and just have fun. Hit it all day long as if you were at the range. Unfortunately, you only get one crack, and you better be good. This is a tough hole.
Well, if you find the water, actually, you might get another one off there. It certainly is a tough hole, though, Rich. The stream going all the way down the left-hand side, and that wraps right around the left and behind the screen, makes that tee shot... well, it certainly makes you think about that tee shot while you're on the tee. Prudent play, aim for the right edge of the green. There's nothing wrong if you just miss the green on the right, but miss the green by a yard on the left, you pay a very steep price.
Frankie's managed to hit it in the rough yet again.
Yeah, this is hard to imagine. You know, the fairways aren't that narrow today.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
That was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. Wow, Frank, he did well just to get it on the green from that lie.
I didn't think that was doable.
Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round. Beautiful roll on that one, right in the bottom. And getting ready for the putt. This to give up one shot. Bogey putt for Keegan Bradley. Drops it, and he's at even par. So after all that, it's a bogey. Set to round out the front side here at Wolf Creek with a par 4.
Fun hole for the big hitter, too. They can really take advantage of this. The last fairway bunker down there on the right side is just over 300 yards to get over it. And longer hitters could nearly drive it in the green side bunker on the right. So just tee it up there. You're playing desert golf for a reason. Enjoy it. Just have a little flick in here. A chance, too, to have a little birdie at the end of your front 9.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble. See that bit where they mow? That's fairway. Try and get it in there.
So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got to weigh a little bit on that tee ball. Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, what are the factors that go into playing at elevation?
First of all, try and factor in how far you are above sea level, because that's going to create the thinner air where that ball's going to keep traveling. Plus, in the desert here, we get warm air, so the ball's going to go even further. And then Wolf Creek makes it even harder because they give you these elevated tees. So it is a little bit of a guessing game, but the fun part is, though, when you stand on a tee, like the second hole, that's 9 stories high, and you tee it up with a driver, you really can hit the ball close to 400 yards. That's the fun part about it.
From 90 out, Frankie's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy, but on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Could it be? Oh, dude, that. Talk to any of the experts. They will tell you this is a guy to keep an eye on. Patrick Rodgers has this now for birdie. Now 2 to the good side. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. So with that, 1 over par. Beginning the back nine here at Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada. Rich Lerner for EA Sports with my partner Frank Nobilo. Frank, tell us about the 10th hole.
Got to be careful here, Rich. That desert ridge on that right side, it sort of makes that fairway look smaller than exactly what it is. This fairway is about the same width as all the others, so just convince yourself that. Good drive down here is going to give you a second shot, a little bit uphill, into a green that sort of slopes away on about a 45-degree angle.
Beautiful looking shot right here. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Birdie try up next. From a perfect position, ready to play his next shot. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. That one is in the bunker. In the greenside bunker here, Frank. Nice to go to the beach, but not too often, we hope. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Starting the back nine on a sour note here with a drop shot, bogey at the 10th. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
What a beautiful roll right there, dead center. Frankie has his own putting style, has what they call a pop stroke.
Yeah, a little bit like Billy Casper, but it's more the decisiveness. You know, Brandt doesn't mess around. You know, his first look he trusts and goes with it.
Now at 1 under for the round. Keegan lining this one up for birdie. Good score going, now at 2 under par. We're here at the downhill par 3 11th hole. Frank, it's 215 yards from the back tee.
This hole certainly is not for the faint of heart. When you look at that tee shot, you think, oh my God, what do I do from here? But remind yourself, it's 215 yards and really only about 160, 170 yards to green grass again. But it's 215 yards. That should be the club that you're trying to pick. Green's big enough, just persuade yourself that. Try not to look at the canyon and the desert. There is a green down there. The hole is playable.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. In the thick stuff.
Thick, it's brutal out there.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. "15 feet away." Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed. Now, it's at sneaky distance.
Just has the feel today. This one just requires a little bit of focus. One under for the round. Clean this up with a tap. Did the job right there. Now to the par 5 12, pretty big hole with a really big green.
And a really good blue area to the left, called water there. That's to be avoided off this tee, that's for sure. A good drive that avoids all of that. And then the hole is certainly reachable, but as you can see, water creeps in again, back right on this hole. So just don't get too cavalier here. A 5 wouldn't be the worst score. I know you want better, but believe me, seen many of 6s and 7s racked up here at 12.
They'll be happy with that in the fairway, and now a good chance to attack this hole.
This is way left going left.
And that one's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it.
Second shot.
That is tasty looking right there from just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster. Instead, I see a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Set for his next shot from a good position in the fairway. Frank, it's a hard game to play from the high grass.
And that's where he's been more often than not today.
Brand Snedeker ready for the approach. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Third shot, looking for a good one. This requires a lot of speed through the ball. Well, how do you like that? He's holding. Just a phenomenal play right there. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. And with that putt, he moves to 3 under. And now Brand for his birdie. In for birdie, now 2 under on the day. 13th hole here at Wolf Creek, and Frank, anyone can say, oh, I'm going to take this one over the trees, but very few can stand up and say, I'm flying this baby clear over the mountains.
Yeah, if you take the direct route, obviously it's going to be much shorter than the 350 yards that it's measured as a dogleg right. So the direct line, well, I don't want to tell you the exact yardage because it might give you too much of a clue, but it might be worth taking. It's going to be a blind tee shot, though, and you're not quite sure on the outcome.
Not on the fairway here. This could be a tough shot coming up next.
Common thread here, rough, rough, rough.
Wrong way again. How tough is this going to be now from the rough, Frank?
Oh, it's tough to say, Rich. I mean, so much is going to depend on that lie. I'm going to need a little bit of luck.
That one was running so hot. Oh no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Either misjudged the win or simply just pulled the wrong club, Frank.
Going to take some skill now.
Frank, that's always the danger coming out of the rough is you catch a flyer.
Yeah, that ball wasn't sitting all the way down, so you really got to judge the lie. And there was a 50-50 chance that was going to fly.
Well, a bit unfortunate in the bunker, Frank.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what his bunker plays like.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one. Rich, with a lie like that on the rough, you're going to get too much grass between club face and ball. You're going to have to adjust for that and at least take a club or two more.
Frank, that was a pretty tough lie out of the rough there.
Yeah, it made that actually a little easier than what it really is. It would have been too easy to try and bite off more than you can chew. So give him a pat on the back for that.
Back in the fairway. Beautiful approach shot there and a good chance to take advantage. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Set from the bunker. This is 5th shot.
Just a short bunker shot. So open your feet up, open the club face up, little splash out.
Patrick Rodgers for par. Good par. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Running a little hot right now. Cool down just a little bit. You have to like that. 4 under. Now to the 14th hole, and Frank, this is probably the best par 4 here at Wolf Creek.
Well, it's certainly the hole that they take the most photographs on, Rich, and you can see why. Great vantage point of the whole golf course. The hole's just sort of littered with bunkers down the left side, so you know where not to go once again. Go to the right side of that. Hole just keeps sort of hooking around that left side. It plays under 450 yards. It's fun. Just sort of draw it a little off the tee, draw it a little into the green, and you'll be fine.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Little uphill to this green, Frank.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th. The approach here at 14, what do you like, Frank?
Well, it's a dogleg right to left, and the green is also shaped that way, Rich, so it suits a draw off the tee, and it's going to suit a draw coming in. And that draw you're going to get by virtue of the fairway that slopes from right to left, which encourages that shape of shot. And you should be able to use the natural contours of this green. You work it out, you're going to be rewarded. That's as bad a shot as I've seen for a long while. Well, that's a little absurd, that, Rich. That shot wasn't that hard, but it's come up well short.
Didn't appear committed through impact. Getting set now over the putt. Beautiful roll on that one, right in the bottom. See if Bradley can make up some ground here. This one's for birdie. Well, not going to make par here. He needs this to only give up one. Now at -2 for the day. Did the job right there. Now to the par 3 15th hole here at Wolf Creek. Frank, this is the shortest hole on the course.
And their version of a postage stamp type hole, minus the bunkers on the right side. Green elevated, falls off as you can see down the left side. Club selection is vital, but it is such a short hole. It's very, very tempting, especially when that flag's on the left side, to still go at it. But you miss this green on the left, and you are going to be considerably lower than the level of this green. Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle.
Should be safely on deck.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Patrick Rodgers ready to putt. And with that, he'll go to 3 under. Nudge this one home, finish it up. Good stroke right there. That's a par, and stays at 1 under. From a short par 3 to a short par 4. Just 393 yards here at the 16th, Frank.
And when you stand on this tee, this hole looks anything other than straight. Goes to the left and comes back to the right. But if you can just fixate at the green in the distance, you're actually going to look like a relatively straight par 4. And that's the way the hole should be played. Look at those first 2 bunkers that you see and just try and split those. Good tee shot here and nothing more than a wedge left into this green. Simplify it. That's the key.
That one is just a little offline, and that will not end up in the fairway.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it.
Well, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Got away with one right there. Just missed that bunker.
Yeah, that looked like it was sand the whole way.
Second shot now on the way for Brant Snedeker. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. The second shot now to the par 4. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's just now it's another shot.
Crowd is hushed as Snedeker looks at the birdie putt. Beautiful stroke right there. Finds the bottom of the cup with ease.
It's no snack, though.
Starting to put something special together. 6 under par. Three under on the day. So 2 holes left to play. Now the final par 5 on the course, 562 yards, the 17th.
The drive looks relatively straightforward, and I say that because there's a little creek down there that obviously you have to stay short of. But that's the fun part. They want to keep you back in an area where you go, can I hit the second shot across the stream, across the water, and still keep it on the green? And the answer is, I don't know. Rich, do you think we should tell him this fairway out there?
Yeah, he's been in the rough all day long.
Ah, nice.
Looks good. He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Now the second shot to the par 5.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
And it makes the green in regulation. Second shot coming out of the rough here. wrong way pattern all day long. And this is just brutal.
This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. This is a pretty long putt here. You'd be happy to get this to within 2 or 3 feet. You really want to take the stress out of that next putt. Yeah, that's a good putt right there. From that distance, he'll settle. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. Snedeker has this for eagle. Oh, what a putt from long distance, bottom of the barrel. Looking to make a move. This putt for birdie. How about that? 4 under par. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Finishing hole here at Wolf Creek is only 307 yards. Frank, where's the trouble here?
Short and to the right of this par 4. Really, there's a multitude of options off this tee. You could hit an iron, you could hit a fairway wood. Even some might try and hit a driver, but that's a little too risky. There's too many problems up ahead if you try and take this hole on. Really a short club off the tee, leaving yourself some area of 100, 70 yards. And
Frank, not easy to keep your eye on the target when you've just splashed down.
yeah, but on the flip side too, one bad shot doesn't have to lead to 2.
So hit the previous shot in the water, took a drop. This now the 3rd shot. Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here. Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked. Well, Mr. Ball does not meet Mr. Fairway. It's off, rough.
Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That is classy.
They had a chance of going in.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Brandt Snedeker has that unusual pop stroke, but it is very effective. Let's see how he does here with this putt. There you go, 68 for the day. Moves to -8. He has this attempt for par. Did the job right there. Really good round out there today. What's the mindset, Frank, to keep it going?
The first thing, really, Rich, just try and keep the same composure for tomorrow's round. Get some rest. We know that. Shouldn't really have to hit the range. Swings in good position. Just keep it easy and visualize how tomorrow's going to pan out.